Hello, book lovers! Today I'm doing the top 5 books to movies tag, which was created by X Obsessed Reader X, and I'm going to put a link to her original video down in the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. So basically for this tag, all you have to do is name 5 books that you would like to see turned into movies. And you know, we all know that books turned into movies doesn't always go very well. Doesn't usually go very well, but you know, we gotta hope. We gotta hope that this would actually turn out good if this happened. So let's get started. Number 1, the book that I would most like to see turned into a movie is Looking for Alaska by John Green. Now, I know that The Fault in Our Stars is being made into a movie, of course, but I think this would be a better movie because it's more, I don't want to say more epic because I might offend people who love The Fault in Our Stars, but it's so epic. It just, it's one of those books, like I honestly think it would make a great movie. Like seeing these characters come to life because Alaska is such a vivid character, and I mean Pudge falls in love with her like instantly, and I want to see that created on screen. I want to see that moment. I want to see her when he first like goes into her room and she like pulls him in and starts running around telling this crazy story, and I want to see her books in her room, and I want to see them when they go out on campus drinking and smoking, when they play their pranks. Like I want to see all that, and then I think the emotions during the second part of the novel between Pudge and the Colonel when they're grieving, and I think that would come across really well in a film if you had some really great actors and actresses. So, yeah. I was trying to think of who I would cast in the leads for these, but honestly, I didn't have time, and that's difficult. It's just difficult. Number 2, Slappy First by Megan McCafferty. The whole series actually would be awesome, but really just this first book would be great because it's told in diary format, and Jessica Darling, the main character, has such a snarky voice. She's hilarious. I'm sure I've talked about this a lot before, but I can just imagine that in a movie version, we'd have like the voiceover, like narrating her diary, not the whole thing, but just, you know, the really funny lines. So we'd first get introduced to one of her friends in the lunchroom, and we'd hear her voiceover, like, talking shit about him. It would be so funny. It would just, and I would just love to see Marcus Flutie come to life, although I don't think that any boy actor would satisfy my Marcus Flutie love. I don't think anyone would be good enough, but I'd love to see it anyway. I'd love to see it. Yep. Number 3! Just Listen by Sarah Dessen. I love Sarah Dessen's novels, and I think any of them would make cute, fun, little summery, beachy, romance, movie cutenesses. There's a title for you. But 2 of her books that I'm not going to be able to think of off the top of my head, I want to say That Summer and Someone Like You, but I'm not positive. But they were made into the movie How to Deal starring Mandy Moore, and it was great. But this one, it's not my first favorite, it's my second favorite of her novels, but I think this one would make a really great like teen movie because there's a lot of real issues going on, and this girl has this secret of something that happened to her, and it's affecting, you know, how she behaves, how she's feeling throughout the whole novel, and it would be great to see that portrayed, kind of like the movie Speak, where you don't end the book, obviously, but I mean, that was made into a movie, and I thought it worked really well because she's hiding this thing. You just kind of see her going about her life until you, like, realize what happened. Does that make sense? I just woke up. It's like 11:30 and I just woke up, but I'm a little out of it. Anyway, I just think it would be good, and then there's always, like, secondary plots going on. Something's going on with her sister that's bothering her, and I think it would play out really well in a movie, is what I think. And I would love to see Owen Armstrong portrayed too. I think there could be somebody that would be good enough for me, somebody that would live up to that. But the way they talk about music, and I think it would be fun. So, yep. Number 4, The Pact by Jodi Picoult. One of her movies, My Sister's Keeper, one of her books, My Sister's Keeper, was already turned into a movie. and that was okay, but this one is this like tragic love story, but it's not even really a love story, but it's tragic is what it is. And the way she tells her stories, I've talked about this before, but she uses lots of different people's point of views. She jumps back and forth from like past to present. She goes like way back, like to when these teenagers were children. Like she goes around everywhere to tell the story, and I think that would be difficult, like really difficult to pull off in a movie, but it would be one of those movies where you have to pay attention, you know, like one of those really good movies that like really gets you if you're willing to like to go with it and actually like immerse yourself. And she also, there's like a whole courtroom saga going on in like pretty much all of her novels that I've read actually, and I think it would be good. I think it would be great to like see how that current action, how the drama's unfolding in the courtroom, but then cut to the clips of the past and what led them up to this, and so you can try to figure out what is going to happen, what happened. You can try to figure out what happened just as the jury is trying to figure out what happened. You know, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm going to be done talking about this now. I think it would be a really great movie. Okay. And number 5, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This remains one of my like cutest young adult romances in my mind. That's my category there. This one is adorable, and it's a road trip story, and I think it would be so fun as a teen movie. This little road trip where these two characters, I mean, she doesn't know this boy that she's going on this road trip with. This is something she has to do. Her mom has moved, and she's supposed to follow her. She had to like wait because of finishing school or something, so her mom's like, oh, well, we'll hook you up with this famous friend. He'll drive you down there because he's got to go down there too. And so she doesn't know him, but of course they, you know, like each other and flirt and stuff happens. But also she's really, really sad about her dad has died. That's like why they're moving, and so she's got all this like grief going on at the same time. But I love seeing how like the road trip and meeting this new boy like opens her up and like heals her basically. That sounds so cheesy, but it's true, and it would be really cute, really adorable, wonderful story, and it should happen. Yep. And finally I'm cheating, and I'm gonna add a number 6. Oops. And finally I'm cheating, and I'm gonna add a number 6, Perfect Chemistry by Simone Eccles. I didn't include this in my top 5 list because honestly, like, it's not one of those novels. It wouldn't be, it's romance. I mean, it's just pure romance, but I think it would be a really, really good movie. I think it would be very similar to a lot of other like teen romance movies out there right now. Anyway, like these two people are total opposites and they get paired together for a school project. But I mean, it'd be a steamy movie. Hopefully there'd be really good scenes. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. So, that was my top 5 books to movies, and if you guys want to do this, you should leave a video response to X-Obsessed Readers video, which I said I'm going to post down in the TARDIS, and that's all I got for today. Hopefully this can be a really short video because yeah, I got to go do stuff. Okay. I actually like just decided to make this video last night. There's other videos that I've been planning to make, but they would just take a little bit more time, so I did this one. So yeah, but I do plan on doing the beautiful covers tag and the ugly covers tag, hopefully coming soon. I've been planning to do them for a few weeks now, so yeah. And I've been kind of getting a little idea for maybe my own original tag that I might start, so that, yep, and stuff coming from me soon. Hopefully I'm so close to done with school I can like taste it. I cannot wait to be done for good. Yeah, so I'm going camping tomorrow. I'm going camping this weekend, and if I live through that, then plan on seeing a new video from me on Tuesday. Okay? Bye! Now go read.